Hey y'all, I'm Magically Michel and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show y'all how I made this sweatshirt. Y'all see that bear? Can you see it? I digitized and embroidered this all by myself. So y'all come watch and let's see how we did it. These are the materials that I use. A hoodie that I purchased from Walmart. I have 3 different colors of embroidery thread. This brown terry cloth like towel. I have a chroma pink twill and a tan regular twill. Now I'm in the embroidery software. Here is where I digitize everything. Right now I'm moving things around so I can save it the way I need it to be saved. With this being applique, I have to make sure I lay down each stitch in the correct order. So I want the terry cloth fabric to lay down first, so I'll try to make sure that we do that one first, and then we go on to the tan twill, and after that we will stitch the pink chroma twill that I have. Once I'm done making sure that I have everything laid down the way I need it to lay down and I saved it to the flash drive, I go ahead and start to delete the applique stitch, which is like the satin stitch, and then the tack down stitch. I take all those off and I leave on the placement stitch so that I can save each file as an SVG file, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm saving it to my downloads, then I'm sending it over to my phone so I can use those files in my Cricut. Once we get it to the Cricut, we have a few extra steps, and I can show y'all that in another video if y'all like. Here we are cutting out the pink. I'm not gonna tell y'all that I laid down the pink the wrong way the first time, so I had to do it twice. I'm not gonna tell y'all that. But then after that pink, we went ahead and did the brown. I'm not gonna tell y'all that I laid down this brown twill, this tan twill, and cut out the bear instead of using my terry cloth that I wanted to use. I'm not gonna tell y'all that. After I cut out the bear on the wrong twill, I just went in again and cut the paws out on the correct color. Then here's the towel that I wanted to use the first time. This is how it looks before I put on the heat and bind. I use the heat and bind to make it easier to cut. The heat and bind also helps it adhere to the fabric after you do the satin stitch, so you can heat it on after the satin stitch. This is a rotary blade that I needed to use in order to cut the terry cloth. This rotary blade made everything so much easier. The rotary blade, I believe, is only for the Cricut maker, so you have to have the Cricut maker in order to use the rotary blade. But here you see the rotary blade doing this magic. In a few seconds you'll see how precise this cut is. And there is the bear. Do y'all see how cute it is? This is everything that I cut out. I did something extra that I needed to do for another order, but this is everything. This is me hooping the hoodie. It wasn't straight the first time, so I had to do it again. I'm getting the machine ready. Oh, this angle is horrible, but I'm getting the machine ready to embroider. Here is the placement stitch, and then you see me putting down the fabric, and then it's tacking it down. Yo, it's so much easier once you're able to use your Cricut to cut out the applique, so then you won't have to cut it out while it's on the machine. Now it's stitching the outline for the paws and the nose. Then you can see me placing the twill down, and then it's doing a tack down stitch. After the tack down stitch, we go ahead with the satin stitch to seal it all up. After that's done, it's going to stitch out the rest of the bear, and then we're going to get to the hearts and the bow. Now you see the tack down stitch for the heart. Then I'm placing the heart down. After that, it's tacking it down, and then it's doing the satin stitch. After the satin stitch is done on this heart, it's going to do the 2 hearts that are on the paws. And now I'm placing those 2 hearts down, and then we're going to go to the bow. I'll place the bow down and it'll do the stitching on the bow. Now that the bow is done, it's going to stitch out the words, and we are almost done. Almost time to see the finished product. Alright, that's all I have for y'all today. Let me know if y'all liked it. And if y'all have any other ideas, put them down in the comments so we can make something new together. See y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Say hey y'all. Say hey y'all. Wave at the camera. Say hey y'all. Go back in the room with Shayla, okay?